Your brain is lying to you, and it's doing it with confidence. Want to stop falling for illusions that sabotage your decisions? Then it's time to think clearly. Our brains are wired for shortcuts, but those shortcuts, called cognitive biases, often lead us astray. Dobelli defines biases as predictable errors in thinking that affect our judgments. From overestimating our abilities to being swayed by irrelevant details, these blind spots sneak into our decisions daily. Imagine assuming a stock will rise just because it's been rising. That's the gambler's fallacy at work. The takeaway? To think clearly, you must first see how often you don't. We tend to study winners and ignore the losers, but that's survivorship bias. When we focus only on success stories, like billionaires or viral creators, we get a distorted picture of reality. It's like reading about plane crashes by only interviewing survivors. Dobelli warns, don't base decisions on incomplete data. The real lesson might be hiding in the failures. The takeaway? Don't be fooled by only looking at what survived, ask what's missing. We love to be right, so we seek info that supports our beliefs and ignore anything that challenges them. That's confirmation bias, and it's everywhere. For example, if you think a diet works, you'll notice every pound lost but ignore the weeks of stagnation. Dobelli suggests actively searching for disconfirming evidence. It's not fun, but it's smart. The lesson? Don't just prove yourself right, prove yourself wrong. Ever kept watching a boring movie because you already paid for the ticket? That's the sunk cost fallacy, throwing good time, money, or effort after bad. Rational thinkers cut losses, but emotions tie us to past investments. Businesses do it too, continuing doomed projects because they've spent millions already. Dobelli's advice? Make choices based on future value, not past effort. The insight? Let go of sunk costs, they're already gone. Humans are tribal, so we tend to follow the crowd, especially in uncertain situations. That's social proof. If everyone's lining up outside a restaurant, we assume it must be good. But crowds aren't always right, just loud. Dobelli warns that relying on others' choices can blind us to flaws. The takeaway? Sometimes thinking clearly means thinking alone. We give too much weight to people in positions of power, assuming they're always right. Dobelli calls this authority bias. Whether it's a doctor, CEO, or influencer, we stop questioning once a trusted figure speaks. But expertise doesn't equal infallibility. Think of the financial experts who missed the 2008 crash. The lesson? Respect authority, but always verify. Your brain compares things, not assesses them in isolation. That's why a $50 tie looks cheap next to a $1,000 suit. This contrast effect skews our judgment daily. Marketers use it, friends use it, and yes, your own brain uses it against you. Dobelli reminds us to evaluate things on their own merit, not by comparison. The takeaway? Step back and judge clearly, not relatively. Losses hurt more than equivalent gains feel good. This is loss aversion, and it causes irrational decisions, like holding on to bad stocks or fearing change. We're wired to avoid pain, even if it means missing opportunities. Dobelli encourages reframing situations. Don't just ask what you might lose, ask what you might gain. The key? Stop playing not to lose, start playing to win. We almost always underestimate how long tasks will take. That's the planning fallacy. Whether it's remodeling a house or finishing a project, we ignore potential delays. Dobelli's trick? Use outside views, look at how similar projects went, not just how you hope yours will. The insight? Optimism is great, but not when it blinds you. If something is easy to recall, we think it's more common or likely. That's availability bias. For example, plane crashes dominate the news, so we fear flying more than driving, despite the stats. Dobelli emphasizes checking facts over feelings. Just because it comes to mind doesn't mean it's true. The takeaway? Memory is not reality, verify with data. The Art of Thinking Clearly is a field guide for your mind. Rolf Dobelli unveils the mental traps that cloud our judgment, from biases and illusions to emotional shortcuts. Thinking clearly doesn't mean thinking perfectly, it means catching yourself before your brain tricks you. Once you see the flaws in your reasoning, you can step back, pause, and choose a better path. Clarity starts with awareness. Which bias surprised you the most? Share in the comments and let's learn from each other. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more insights that sharpen your thinking and empower your choices.